Hello, my friends. So nice to see you. I am Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. And it's Saturday. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to see you. And you know what makes me really happy? I just got here and there are so many of you here already waiting for me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for waiting. And thank you to the people who, even before we started, have supported this broadcast with super chats and super stickers. Here is a big round of applause for Betty Flesher. A super chat. Thanks for all you do. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for being here. Laura T with a super chat with her question. We will absolutely get to that. Thank you so much. Jean Mnuchin with a super sticker sending love. So sweet. It's a lemon sending love. And Clumsy Clairvoyance with a wait for it super sticker. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate every single person who's here. Thank you for being here. I especially appreciate those of you who have been generous enough to support this broadcast with a super chat or a super sticker. I also appreciate all our members who are here. And you can tell who the members are because their names are in green and they have a cute little sun after their name. The color of the sun shows how long they've been members. Members make a monthly commitment to the channel and they get some extra perks like our monthly members only live stream that is happening this month, October 14th. It's a Thursday. So please make note of that. Our next Zoom class, you can get tickets for that. I actually put the link right in the description here for you. And our 2 free classes open to everyone and 2 tarot meetups open to everyone for the month of October, already scheduled right here. You can find the link. And if you haven't noticed already, I have unrolled the new feature. And that new feature is monthly tarot scopes. The month of October is up. They're pre-recorded. You can go ahead and find the tarot scope for your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign. See how it works out for you. And thank you so much for your support. Okay, let's get right to it. Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask specific questions only. That's why this is like my favorite of my live readings that I do every week. I tend to do 4 of them every week. This one's my favorite because I just love those juicy, specific questions. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. The first question I see is from Moonlight Tarot, so nice to see you. What is the next move Adele will do in the relationship? We're not speaking right now. Okay. So what I expect from him is another long period of not speaking. You're going to have to decide what you want to do. If you want to move on, yes, please move on. Or wait. If you wait another few months, he'll probably come back around like we've seen he does. But do you want to be doing that for the rest of your life? I think you could do better. All right. White Magic Witch. Why is the guy I'm with acting strange and ignoring me? So, and the question that I have is, when you say he's ignoring you, what does that mean? I mean, do you mean like he's not answering you when you talk to him, or do you mean he's not even seeing you? It's such an interesting question because if he's the guy you're with, is he really? Is he really the guy you're with? Or are you being ghosted? I mean, there's so many interesting questions here about what this relationship is and what is the nature of this relationship. When I look at this person, I feel like this person is actually going through a lot. May have a lot going on in his own life, having to do with his family or his work or something of that nature. So I really question what the relationship is, but I also think for him, he's got some stuff going on. And I want to say thank you so much to Charlie Smith for the super sticker, the mic drop. It's the pear mic drop. Thank you so much for that. All right. Let's see. Night Wisdom Tarot is the next question I see. What is the future outcome for the current relationship? Well, and I've found over the years that love can be hard to predict because love is love, right? And I do feel like the two of you care about each other. And I do feel like there is some connection there, but I also see a lot of anxiety. And I don't know if you are both anxious in the relationship or if you're anxious in the relationship, but I do see compatibility. So I feel like it would be worth figuring out what's the anxiety, where's it coming from, what do we do about that, how do we communicate better so we could move forward. Okay, Diana Price, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. What will be the result if I start working nights? You will actually, okay, I mean, it's hard on the schedule, right? It's hard on the body and you have to be careful about your health. But honestly, I think it could work out very well as long as you could work out your nutrition, your exercise, your sleep, all of that. I think it could work out extremely well for you financially, extremely. Okay, Delia Lossie, what is my boy's current feelings for me? So let's take a look. I mean, obviously, it's good to ask him those kind of questions. Like, I gotta wonder what's going on in this relationship if you would trust me to tell you his feelings more than you would trust him. I mean, just the very nature of that question makes me think there's some issues in the relationship, I gotta say. Sometimes the answer is in the question. What I see there, I wonder how serious this relationship is. And I wonder how much communication is really happening here. I just am not seeing, I'm not seeing a huge amount going on here. So I got a lot of questions about this whole thing. Apparently you do too. Okay. Adriana Blanche, so nice to see you. When and where will I meet my future husband? And what is his name, phone number, and address so we can take care of this right away? Well, if I could do that, I would be a quadrillion zillionaire. But let's see what we see, and again, when we talk about love, something like this, a question like that assumes that there is just one person who would be right for you. And in a world of billions of people, there's more than one person on the planet who would be right for you. So when you talk about your future husband, I would argue that there's a few people on the planet who would be a good choice, right? So we can look at a likely future. We can look at, some good places to find such a person. But I really, my belief set does not really include this sense of fate when it comes to relationships. And it's funny because once in a while I will see, sometimes without being asked a question like that, I'll see a person coming into someone's life and there it will be. But 9 times out of 10, it's not, and this is a dangerous question too, because what if I give you the where and the when, and you meet a person there, and that person turns out to be a total douche canoe, and you stay with him because you remember that you asked me the question about your future husband, and I gave you the time and the place, and at that time and place you met a person, And so you choose to marry him because of that prediction, even though he's a douche canoe. These are my concerns about questions like this. Nonetheless, let's see what we say. It's always worth taking a gander, isn't it? All right. So what shows up for me? First of all, when we look at marriage for your future, I really believe that in the next 5 years, you are likely either to be married or to be with the person that you're likely to marry. And I think you could have a very, very happy situation. So sometime in the next 5 years, obviously, is when I would see it. Where? So I keep seeing something about travel. So it could be like that you meet this person while traveling, or even that you meet this person just on like public transportation or something of that nature. And I know, no matter what country you're in, the idea of people like trying to pick you up on the bus or the train or the subway is like really gross. But I also know people who have met on a plane or a train and ended up happily ever after. So when you're traveling, either big or little travel, really keep your eyes out. Seriously. All right. Okay. Maria Miri. Does my boyfriend have another woman in his life, or am I just imagining that? I don't see any evidence of it. So if he does, I'm certainly not seeing it. I'm sort of wondering, what are the things that are making you feel that way? What is causing you to feel insecure to the point that you're wondering that? Is it his behavior? Is it your own anxiety? I feel like you can be an anxious person, and so that can be part of the issue, right? Hey, Martha Vink, nice to see you. My beloved dog Risa, who crossed the Rainbow Bridge in 2019, has been appearing in my dreams lately. Yesterday we were being chased. What might be the meaning of these things? Oh, I love to do these kinds of readings. Okay, so first of all, Risa appearing in your dreams. I don't know if you've been thinking about this or not, or if it's even a wise decision, but I wonder if it's getting time for a new dog to come into your life. I know. That even caused a card to fall on the floor. And you know what card it was? The Tower, which is sort of like, oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt that would be. But if the universe wants it, the universe wants it. So I wonder if Risa is coming to make the way for a new dog in your life. That's what I am thinking. But why were you being chased? I think there's some sense of urgency. I think you might hear very soon about a dog who needs a home, and you might open up your heart to that. And now I don't know if we're going to be friends anymore. I don't know if you were looking for the burden of more animals. But that is something that I think. I really do believe that. There's more, though. There's more. I feel like, Risa was, you've had many animals in your life, but Risa was one of the most special. And you've never really entirely healed from the loss of Risa. And I also think that, so I think part of this is your healing process. And I also think that you are very aware, just because of your job and because of your age is my age, you're just a year older than I am. And because of COVID, we're very aware of death. And so I think that there's a part of you that is aware of the mortality of the people around you, aware of your own mortality. And so it's part of that too. So on one hand, it may be about a new dog coming to you. I don't know if that's good news or bad news. And on the other hand, and you can always say no. Honestly, you can always say no. On the other hand, I think it's about you healing from the death of the dog, and also about you sort of coming to terms with mortality everywhere. Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here, and thanks for the very kind super chat. I really appreciate it. While meditating, I got a message that had something negative attached and sent to me by someone. I saged and cleansed. Is it true, or am I just feeling retrograde stuff? So it's true, but not in the way you think. The negative thing attached to you is more psychological than spiritual. It's not like bad juju or a spell or anything demonic or anything like that. It's a low self-esteem thing. It's something that someone said to you or that you were made to believe when you were young that is still sticking to you now. And so, sage is good, but it's going to take more than sage to get rid of this. It has something to do with your self-worth or your intelligence or honor, it's just how you honor yourself. Something that happened in your childhood that made you feel less than has stuck with you till this day. That's what it is, in my opinion. Okay, Ashwin Bindi, so nice to see you. My ex's intentions toward me for reunion? I don't know that your ex has those intentions. I could see a conversation. I could see the idea being really flirted with. But in terms of making the changes that would need to be made to make this work, I'm not sure that your ex is going to do that. Robin Renee, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being a member here. I've been in communication with 2 former classmates. I viewed them as brothers when we were younger. I think they may be interested. Is either one the one? I know you're still looking for your mans. Could either of these people be a candidate? Okay, first of all, I think it's true that they probably are both interested in being so. Could either of them be good candidates? One of them definitely not, one of them maybe. You'll have to figure out which is which. And remember, a maybe is a maybe. But at this stage of the game, maybe is all you're going to get from me because it takes time to figure these things out. So figure out, first of all, which one is a definite no and which one is the maybe, and see what you see. See what you see. Okay. And my goodness gracious, hang on one second here. A couple of things. First of all, Angelic Michelle has rejoined at the Sun's level. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being a member at our highest level of support. Really appreciate it. And Karen's Tarot Vision with a super chat. Always enjoy you. Special number super chat as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for your support. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I'm sorry, I got to scroll back now. Okay, Christine R. is the next person I see. I was recruited for a position, a promotion at a company about 60 minutes away from me in an interview this Thursday. How does this job look, and could I make it work with school? Let's take a look. I think you can get the job. They want you. I mean, they reached out to you. 60 minutes away is a lot, but it's doable. Could you make it work with school? I think you could. I think you have to be very honest with them about what you can and cannot do, but I think it would be a better fit than what you were doing before. I think you could potentially make it work. It is certainly flattering to be recruited. I'm not saying you must take it or even that you should. I'm just saying it's worth your exploration and it's possible that it could work. Jean Mnuchin, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member of this channel, and thanks for the super chat. My question is, will Eric Davis get back to me about consulting with me about my clown piece, and would a one-to-one process be beneficial? Okay, first of all, do I think he'll get back to you? He's very, very busy. And he's not good at that kind of thing, at getting back to people. He gets He's weird. He's one of those shy actor people. So I'm not sure if he will. He may or may not. If he does not, do not take it personally. Is there any way he would be willing to do one-on-one work with you? Hard to say. He might. And if he did, would it be beneficial in developing your piece? Very much so. And that's where you might need to approach him a couple times. It's worth it specifically for this piece. It's not even so much about skills development for you as it is about the piece and developing the piece. So you may have to try a few times. Do not make a pest of yourself, but also do not take it personally if he doesn't get back right away. I just feel like there's ways in which he's shy and it's hard for him to do that. And so just, send him an email now and again until he does, because I think it would be very worthwhile. And I want to say thank you to Tara for the super chat. You have super chatted your question. Absolutely appreciate it. I see it. Thank you for your patience. I do these in order and will get to you as soon as I get there. So thank you so much for supporting this broadcast. And thank you for your patience. Okay, Laura T., thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciate it. Here's your question. When can I expect a serious love interest? Let's take a look. Oh, it is coming, my friend. It is coming. It's not, I would say, between 3 and 8 months. It is soonish, but not immediately. And you may meet a few people. So you're going to have to choose between the people that you meet, and the person that you meet may turn out to be a little younger than you are. Probably not shockingly younger, but a little bit, perhaps. All right, good luck. Claire C., nice to see you. Thank you so much for being a member here. Can I trust Cheyenne to be fair and honest? I think so. I think so for the very most part, especially if you're clear about what your boundaries and perimeters are and what you want and need. I think so, yes. Yes. Okay, JF. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. If you're able to get to me, I am. Here we are. I was wondering if you can use the cards to help me find my oldest son's wallet. I tried with no success. I'm so sorry to hear. That is such a hard thing. Okay, first of all, do I believe the wallet is findable? Yes. Is it in his house where he lives? No, I don't think so. Is it in somebody else's house? It's in somebody else's house. What houses has he been to? Houses, apartments, whatever. Where has he been? Could also be small business, but it's in somebody else's space. So if he just calls around to the places he's been, that's where it is. Bet you anything. All right. Hey, Von Ray, nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. And thank you for using the help emoji. Yay. Members get special emojis. It always makes me happy when you use them. How will my book release go, and what should I do to make my writing career flourish? Well, first of all, congratulations on the book release. We really are excited about that. How will it go? I think it will go well. I think it will be very good, actually. And what can you do to make your writing career flourish? Make sure you send out review copies. And you want to send them out to podcasters. You want to send them out to influencers. Send out review copies generously so you can get some reviews. That's going to be really important. You also want interviews. You want to get out there and get some interviews. So send out your copies, or if you have an agent, get your agent to do that. And that is really going to help you. That's what you got to do. to make your career flourish. Of course, you got to be writing the next piece, which I believe you are, but also you have to really capitalize on this piece. Hey, Horse Fan Dunn, nice to see you. Do I have an angel? Well, first of all, Horse Fan Dunn, thank you so much for being a member of this channel. So this is such an interesting thing because angel means different things to different people. In the Bible, angels are fearsome beasts that you can't even look at. So you probably don't want to have one of those. And biblically, they have like very different jobs. Like you wouldn't want to send a messenger angel to do a warrior angel's job, right? So other people see angels as the spirits of loved ones who watch over them. Other people see them as more like this spiritual race of beings that are here to guide us and protect us. So, my question to you would be like, well, how do you see angels? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to interpret it as some kind of a spiritual being that has been assigned or has chosen to be with you, to protect you, to guide you, to help you. And the answer is not one, but many. But of those who have passed on, there's a particular gentleman. Could be like a father, a grandfather, an uncle. He was very smart in life, a decent communicator, might have even been a writer. And I believe that that person watches over you. All right, but there are many. Pamela Thies, will the mean and crazy lady and her kids be any further trouble in regards to me keeping and fully adopting Randy the cat? Anything specific I need to do to make that easy? Well, I mean, you are magical. You might want to bind them, put them in a freezer, something like that. I mean, couldn't hurt, right? Just saying. All right. Let's see. Will they be problematic? They're the kind of people that can pop up and give you a problem at any time, no matter what. They might make it be about the cat, but it might not really be about the cat. It might just be they're that kind of people. They're the kind of people that like to be problematic, and that's how they are. And so they could pop up at any time. And that's why I'm saying it might be time for a binding spell. Seriously. I think it is appropriate for you to adopt Randy. I think Randy has a good life with you. I don't think that they were taking good care of Randy. And I don't think you stole Randy in any way, shape, or form. I just think that they're crazy and mean, as you said. And right now, I don't even think you're on their radar so much. But at any point, they're crazy. At any point, they could pop up and become a problem. So use energy to protect yourself. Cassia, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. My question, the guy I mentioned another day has a good attitude and has been so sincere. What is the universe telling me he is interested? Where is this going? Is it a romance? I feel like this guy really does enjoy you and really does like you, but I'm not sure that it's a romance. It may be more like a friendship, but hey, that's okay. You can use all the friends you can get. We all can. So let it develop and be what it's going to be, but it may well be a friendship. Okay. Hey, Melanie Partis, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being a member here. What does the tarot say about my love life? Let's take a look. I think you have a situation here where there is a connection. I think that there needs to be good communication. You need to make sure that there is some balance here, that everyone's needs are getting met. I think there are things here that you can really enjoy, but there are ways that this is good and ways that this, you know what it is and what it isn't. And we have to make sure that you both understand what it is and what it isn't. And it could be a really great thing. That's what I think. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you for being a member here, and thank you for the super chat. I would like to start having more communication with my guides, and I'm wondering how I can best do that. So what comes to me is you want to feed them. You want to put out, and this is really specific. If you could get like that granulated honey that's not sticky, or even regular honey, although that's weird because you're going to attract ants. But I feel like you need to put out something sweet. I suppose a bowl of flowers would be good as well. But put out a bowl of something sweet for them. Tell them it's for them. And every single day, tell them that you are open to listening, that you are ready to listen. And then pay attention, like start out every day with some offering of sweetness to them. And then telling them that you will be listening all day, and then look at the signs you get throughout the day. Seriously. Okay. Okay, Charles Smith, thank you again for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Current neurologist and neurosurgeon at VA are disagreeing about treatment. Should I get another neurosurgeon opinion? By all means, yes, and another one after that, and another one after that. You are a complex case. You always have been. You know that about yourself for a lot of different reasons. And so, and I'm not saying you should be doctor shopping until you hear what you want to hear. I want to say you should be looking until you get at least two people to agree on something. Seriously. Baby cakes. Nice to see you. What should I do with myself now? What should be my next step? I think it's time to either plan a trip. If you can take a trip, it's time to plan a trip or take a trip. It's time to figure out friend-wise who's in and who's out and at what level, inner circle, outer circle. And also to think about where you want to go career-wise and how to make that happen. Those three things. I'm trying to keep you busy. Ali Mammon, nice to see you. What is the specific change regarding my connection to the tarot and Lenormand? I'm moving past the blocks I've been experiencing, but I can't sense the new direction. Well, at least you're moving. That's a wonderful thing. And before I even look at the cards, I'm going to give you advice as a long-time reader. Practice, practice, practice. Just read for people. Just get the heck out there and read for people. And when we do like readings online for people and we're pissed off that we don't get feedback, that happens a lot. I said I'd do 5 readings for feedback and no one gave me feedback. Well, the thing is, if you give it a little time, if you do readings, and it turns out that the things you said turned out to be either predictively true or somehow really resonant and helpful, eventually people will not be able to help but give you feedback. And that's when you know that you are really in there, that you're really doing it. Our connection with divination is operational. It is proven over time. Now, if you're only reading for yourself, that's okay. You can do the same thing by writing it all down and then going back and reading it a day later, a week later, a month later, and then you'll see, because when we talk about like what the new direction is, I do think that it's going to be about reading for others. I really do. I think you're going to be one who reads for others, who helps others, who is really part of the community in that way. And I think that you're going to really be able to help people. But don't worry about it so much, just do it. Think less, do more. Seriously. Okay, so this next question is from a person named Love. And the question is, what will be my partner's next action toward me? And I think that's so interesting, because if this is really your partner, like, why is that, like, I know exactly what my partner is going to do next because he's my partner and he does it pretty much every day. And if there's going to be something unusual, he might bring me chocolate, but it's not something that would concern me. So if this is your partner, what is the nature of this partnership that it would require a question such as this? When I look at this, I feel like your partner does truly care about you. I can tell you that. But I also feel like there is in this relationship a defensiveness and a lack of, I got to say, a lack of giving, whether it's time, information, energy, there is a lack of giving. And I'm afraid that that might continue. And that concerns me greatly. Angelic Michelle, once again, welcome back. Glad to have you. Adriana, thank you. I was hoping you would take that in the spirit in which I meant it. Okay. Cutie, what is A's intention with me? It honestly seems fairly casual. I do not think the intention is long-term or serious at this time, as far as I can see it. Hey, Samantha, I feel like I haven't seen you in a million years. It's so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're healing well. Will I find a new home for me or Jason soon? Depends what you mean by soon. I think it's going to take a little time. We know how Florida real estate is right now. I will tell you that when you find the right situation, it will indeed be the right situation. It will be perfect, but it may not be like until January, February, March. It may not, it's going to take a little while. So maybe not soon, but it'll happen. It'll happen. Oh, Delia Lossie, thanks for the feedback. Okay. So the next one is from yours. What's next coming up for me in the relationship I'm in? And once again, I sort of have this question, like, if that's a question you need to ask, what kind of relationship is it really? And so that's kind of my question for the cards is like, what is the nature of a relationship where you would want to ask a reader what's coming up next? But I wonder if there has been some argument, some upset, something where the two of you have not been understanding each other or getting along. I do wonder. And if that hasn't happened, I think that's likely what is going to happen. After that, I think there is a connection here, but I think there are trust issues and communication issues. And if you don't work those things out, I don't think you're going to have a good outcome here. Oh, Cassia, thank you so much. Cassia says, congratulations for the award. You really deserve it. Thank you. If you didn't get the news, the World Divination Association has voted me Best Tarot Reader of the Year. I'm going to give myself some applause. So, Cassia, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Angelic Michelle, I am wondering about communication between me and A. It's a mess right now. What can be done to improve the communication, if anything? And thank you so much for being here, and thank you for renewing your membership. Really appreciate it. Okay, so what about communication in this situation? It is a mess. And the reason it's a mess is because A is suffering. It may be suffering from trauma in the past. There may be some depression. There may be some confusion, but A is suffering. And A has great interest and affection for you. Of this, I am sure, and wants there to be a connection here, and is also suffering because A is afraid that there will not be a connection here, and is afraid that, it's going to get screwed up, which apparently could be happening right now. And that disturbs A great deal. And I feel like you have not known how to communicate either. And so what can fix this? I feel like the two of you need to just take the opportunity to spend some time together, have a meal together, have a conversation together, maybe about nothing serious, maybe not about the big elephant in the room. Maybe just send the elephant into a corner and don't talk about the elephant right now. Maybe just be familiar with each other's energy and remember each other's energy and let it go from there. Okay. Hey, Nelissa, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm happy to see you. Hope you're doing well. You've been on my mind. Will my husband get a less stressful job anytime soon? Eh, maybe. Yeah, I think so. It depends what you mean by soon. I think it might not be till January or February, but I do think it will happen, just not real soon. The other thing is, I think he's going to need to learn how to manage stress. Because part of the problem is the job is stressful. The other part of the problem is he doesn't quite know how to manage stress. He knows how to manage the job, he knows how to do the job well, but he doesn't know how to manage the stress associated with it. Oh, Maria, you do have anxiety. Yeah. Ali Mammon, thank you for the congratulations. Martha, a new dog has crossed your mind. Oh, good. You're not going to hate me. Good. Lynn might hate me, though. I don't know. But yeah, that's where I'm going with it for sure. Dee, nice to see you. I wanted to know if you see me getting a new full-time job that pays more than my current one this month. Honestly, I think it's a real possibility. You know, the future is never set. But if you've got something in mind or you're working towards something, I think it is indeed a real possibility. Yes. Joanna Shenik, nice to see you. A new boss is an exhausting micromanager. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That gets us. We hate that, right? We hate that. I would like her to go away, find a better job, be successful, anything to move her on in a beneficial way. Best way to survive until retirement in 3 years, right? Got it. So first of all, do we think that she might go away? It's possible, yes. And if you're the sort of person that works with energy, you're on it. Give her a great new job, send her something good and make her go away, because she really might go away. And that would make things better. Now, surviving her in the meanwhile, just breathe. Just breathe and do your job. And don't take on her anxiety. But I would be doing all kinds of energy work to send her to a better job. Seriously, I think that's the right answer. All right. Okay. Karen's Tarot Vision. Oh, I've been trying to work out that password. You're here. Very good. Well done. Oh, I missed your question. I guess you were speaking too quietly. Sorry. I want to know if your brother and your brother's intended or relationship are a good love match. Do they have a future together? Let's take a look. Not the easiest match. This is not the easiest match. Now, there are great matches that are not easy matches. I'm not a huge fan of this match, but I think if they really want it, they could find ways to make it work. But if I had to choose, I would say maybe not. Okay, Tara, first of all, thank you so much for the super chat. Why is Chris ignoring me today? And what are his feelings and intentions? Let's take a look. I think he's confused. I feel like he sees you as a friend, but there's also been more. And so there's questions. I feel like he's ignoring you because he's busy. But also because, and actually I've gendered him Chris as male, and I don't know that it's a male Chris. It could be a female Chris. I apologize for gendering when I do not know the gender. I will say they instead. I feel like they are very busy. I feel like they do have positive feelings toward you, but they do not want to give you an impression of what their intentions are because they do not yet know what their intentions are. And so they're a little pulled back because they're confused and not sure. When we look at how you feel about them, I think you're not sure either, but I think you're a little hurt by this pullback. And I feel like this whole thing could be solved by a conversation, but you're both afraid to have a conversation. Chris is afraid to have a conversation because unclear and doesn't want to be unclear and doesn't want to hurt you, really doesn't want to hurt you. You're afraid to have a conversation because you don't want to hear anything that you don't want to hear. And so what's the best thing to do here? I would say be patient and recognize that sometimes no answer is an answer. And that if this person over time does not make an effort to see you or be with you, that's your answer. Hey, Peggy Lou Levens, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. What do my guides want me to do and know about my life? Your guides want you to be very grounded. That could be gardening, cooking, baking, healing, working on your own physical healing, and to be very involved in your spiritual studies as much as you possibly can. Okay, when will I get into a serious relationship? I have a feeling someone from your past. I don't know if this was a past love relationship or just someone you've known before. And I think that could be coming forward even within the next 6 weeks. Seriously. Maybe it's 6 months, but 6 weeks, 6 months, I don't know. But it's someone that you've already met. I can tell you that for sure. Julie Barrett. I have a date next week. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see. We'll give you this. I have a date next week. What is the energy around that? Remember that you are still healing. You are still healing from a whole pattern of relationship energies that have not served you. You want to let go of all of that. And this particular date, I think could be fun, could be interesting. It may not turn into anything serious. It might. I'm not super attached either way. But the fact that you're out and dating, that gets more of this. That is the really, really important thing, because the energy around being out and dating, so it's not so much the energy around the person, it's the energy around being out and dating that is going to get you where you want to be. Now, I don't see anything bad or evil about this person, not at all. I don't know if it's a match. But I think it'll be enjoyable and good to get out, and you'll remember how to do this. And then you'll do it until you find what you're looking for. Oh, Ashwin Bindi, a new subscriber. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed that. And thank you for letting me know. Much appreciated. Thank you so very much and welcome. Okay. Scrolling back. Okay. Okay. And in case we were wondering, Horace Van Dunn was thinking specifically about spiritual race of light beings, archangels as guardians. And if I were to go back to that, I would say whichever archangel is the one who tends to be a protector is yours. And angelic Michelle, maybe some black type crystal, obsidian, black tourmaline, all of that. Turquoise, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. And oh my goodness gracious, thank you so much, Iva Morris. We just got a super chat. Much appreciated. And oh my goodness gracious, Joanna Shennick, a very generous super sticker. I so appreciate it. Thank you very, very much to all of you for your support. Okay. Okay, interesting feedback on that, Pamela. Appreciate that. Okay, Bianca Taro, hints on my next relationship. I am single. Let's see that. Okay, the next relationship may be someone who's involved in real estate. A developer, a realtor, something of that nature, or even just someone who owns a bunch of property, and will be someone who treats you with a huge amount of respect. Maybe a little quieter, and it could be a good thing. So be open. Okay. Okay, D9, so nice to see you. Just quit a job I was miserable at. Where would I find a job I would love? Here in Florida or another state? You know, honestly, I'd be looking at another state. Not that we want to see you leave Florida, but I would be looking at another state for sure. For sure. And thank you all for the congratulations, Martha, baby cakes. Really appreciate it. Hi, Iva. Iva Morris, thank you for your membership and thank you for your generous contribution. Congratulations. Thank you. I am embracing hope, a turn of events. My question, education, management, or the complete change? Let's see. Education, management, or the complete change? Management. The answer is management, in my mind, without a doubt. Okay, Sirius Shakir, nice to see you. I know who you are. You're here with 2 different accounts today. You can't fool me. Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. I'm backtracking. Is there a tarot spreads class that I missed? So there is a free spreads class here on YouTube that we did late last month. It's right here. And there was also a Zoom one. And if you want to buy the replay on that, it'll be available at Card and Craft Academy, October 7th. All right, Sirius Shakir. Thank you. A new job that makes him happier. Yep. It's all. Yeah. See, I know it's you, Nalissa. I know you. You cannot hide from me. Oh, a new dog had not crossed your mind. Too much going on at the moment, but you could never hate me. Sorry, I misread that, Martha. Well, and that's why I thought you would hate me, because a new dog, it doesn't seem like the right time. But maybe. Okay. Joanne, thank you. My coworker suggested making a puppet and walking it out the door. Seriously. And that's why the laughing super chat. Really appreciate all of that. Thank you so much, Joanne. Okay. Aaliyah. General guidance on my love life. My partners of destiny, astrological timing came and went without a partner. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, I don't know what partners of destiny are. So I can't speak to that at all, but clearly not, right? So I wouldn't worry about that. When we look at what we see for your love life, honestly, I think there is a good thing coming. I think it'll be probably within the next 12 months. And I think what you need to do is remember who you are, enjoy your life, Don't worry too much. Be open to opportunities. Be looking. And I think a good thing will happen. Be patient. Okay, Ivan Morris, a question for Rose. What is the advice for my current relationship and the best energy to proceed for Rose? Okay, cautious. Rose, I'm sorry to say this, but the best energy for proceeding is caution. Don't overshare, don't overexpect. Be fair and give it time. That's not to say it will or will not work. It's just to say it needs time. Okay, Ashwin Bindi, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. And thank you all for the thank yous. Okay, so from my perspective, I have answered every question. If I missed you, my deepest apologies. Please do reiterate now. If you've just gotten here or you've been here, you haven't asked yet a question and you wanted to, now is the time. Now is the time. And while I'll wait a few minutes, last call for readings, y'all. While I'm waiting, I want to remind you about StarCon, STAARCON.com, January 21st through 23rd, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, and online on Onyx. If you're local, if you can be local, if you can get on an airplane, if you can get in a car, join us in person, please do. In-person tickets are limited. You need to get them soon. Now, for real. You can also get online tickets. You can join us online. After the weekend, there is a 30-day StarCon Afterglow where all ticket holders will be able to view the recordings of the classes, and we'll have some online events for ticket holders during that time as well. Ticket prices range. We start at $50 and goes up with food and everything probably to about $600. One way or the other, you should be at StarCon. You really should. STAARCON.com. Go there, see what we got going on. It is lit. It really is. So get your ticket. We want to see you. Thank you all so much for your kind words. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Special shout out to those who helped out with super chats and super stickers today. And a special shout out to our members. I will be back Monday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with your 3-card weekly reading. In the meanwhile, if you haven't already, check out the tarot scopes and let me know your honest opinion. I'm going to be doing these every month. It's a brand new thing for me. So let me know. Do you like them? Do you think they should be different? You want me to do it in a different way? What's best? You tell me. I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. And I will look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you all so very much. Remember, too, that I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, or right here in Palm City. You can go to my website, ChristianaGaudet.com or TarotByChristiana.com. You can book directly on my website, or you can find my contact information there and reach out to me. I appreciate you all very much. Have a great weekend.